Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arinta Laudiawati, number 10, and I would like to present my final test, Research Statistic in ELT, Experimental and Correlational Research Case. The first is Experimental Research Case, the title, The Effectiveness of Critical Reading Strategy on Students' Reading Comprehension Ability. The context is an English lecturer just conducted an experimental study. It tests the effectiveness of critical reading strategy on student reading comprehension ability. Two groups were involved, experimental and control groups. A student in the experimental group was taught reading using the critical reading strategy, while the control group was taught reading using conventional methods. It designed the problem. Is there a significant difference in students' reading comprehension ability between students taught using critical reading strategy and those who do not? The variables, independent variables, critical reading strategy, and dependent variables, students' reading comprehension ability. Scale of measurement using interval scale, and the hypotheses are no hypothesis. There is no significant difference in student reading comprehension ability between students taught using critical reading strategy and those who do not. And the alternative hypothesis, there is significant difference in students' reading comprehension ability between students taught using critical reading strategy and those who do not. The data from this research, the study involved 12 students in the experimental group and 12 students in the control group, and all assessed through reading comprehension. Next is statistical analysis. The researcher analyzed the data using Mann-Whitney test to examine whether there is a significant difference in reading comprehension ability between two independent groups, experimental groups, students receiving critical reading strategy, and control group, students who do not receive the strategy. The Mann-Whitney test is chosen because the number of participants in each group was relatively small and the data were not assumed to be normally distributed. Okay, the next is steps. And the first is developing hypothesis. No hypothesis, there is no significant difference in students' reading comprehension ability between students taught using critical reading strategy and those who do not. And the alternative hypothesis, there is significant difference in student reading comprehension ability between students taught using critical reading strategy and those who do not. Second, doing the computation using SPSS. The first, open the variable view in SPSS. Next, type score in name and student score in label. Type group in name and identify the control and experiment in values. And then input the data and click Analyze, Compare Means, Non-Parametric Test, Legacy Dialog, and choose two independent samples. And then move the variable student score to the test variable. And move group to grouping variable, and then choose Mann-Whitney and click define group, and then type 1 in group 1 and type 2 in group 2, and then click continue and click OK. Okay, after finish the step of using SPSS, this is SPSS output. Okay, the next step is making an interpretation based on the table of SPSS. This interpretation and rejecting or not rejecting the null hypothesis. From the table, we can get the p-value or significant is 0.001 and it is smaller than 0.05. So the null hypothesis is rejected. And so it can be concluded that critical reading strategy is effective in improving students' reading comprehension. The second is correlational research case. Entitled The Correlation Between Students' English Grammar Test Scores and Their Writing Accuracy Scores. And the context is a researcher wishes to see the correlation between students' English Grammar Test scores and their writing accuracy scores. 15 students are randomly selected and the data are shown in the table. And find the correlation coefficient. Test the significance of the correlation at alpha is 0.05 and interpret the calculation result. Assign the problem. Is there a significant correlation between students' grammar test scores and their writing accuracy scores? The variables, first predictor variables, students' grammar test scores, and outcome variables, students' writing accuracy scores. Scale of measurement using interval scale, and the hypothesis. Null hypothesis, there is no correlation between the students' grammar test scores and writing accuracy scores. The data from 15 students in randomly selected. Statistical analysis, this research used Pearson product moment correlation to analyze the relationship between students' grammar test scores and their writing accuracy scores. This statistical analysis was appropriate because both variables were measured on an interval scale and the data were normally distributed based on the Shapiro-Wilk test results, and the study aimed to identify the strength and direction of the correlation between the two variables. Jadi dalam penelitian ini kita menentukan bahwa data terdistribusi normal karena menggunakan Pearson product moment, artinya ini menggunakan parametric test, dan berdasarkan Shapiro-Wilk test result because the data less than 50. Okay, the next steps. The first step is normality testing. Jadi kita menentukan apakah dalam data yang digunakan terdistribusi secara normal atau tidak. And diawali dengan stating hypothesis. The null hypothesis, the data are normally distributed. Alternative hypothesis, the data are not normally distributed. Steps for normality testing using SPSS. The first, open the variable view and type grammar and writing in the name column, and then type grammar scores and writing accuracy scores in the label column. And then move to data view and input the data, and click analyze, descriptive, and explore. And then drag grammar scores and writing accuracy scores to the dependent list, and then click plots and click normality plots with test, and then click continue and OK. This is the result of normality testing. Dalam tabel test of normality terdapat dua kolom tipe, yaitu Kolmogorov and Shapiro-Wilk. Dalam penelitian ini, data yang kita gunakan kurang dari 50, jadi kita menggunakan Shapiro-Wilk. Jadi kita berfokus pada Shapiro-Wilk. The result of the Shapiro-Wilk normality test show that the grammar score were normally distributed because the significance is 0.131. It means that higher than 0.05. And the writing accuracy score were also normally distributed because the significance is 0.366. It means that higher than 0.05. It also means that the null hypothesis, the data are normally distributed, cannot be rejected. The data are normally distributed, so the researcher using Pearson product moment correlation. Ketika sudah mengetahui bahwa data normal, step selanjutnya yaitu developing a hypothesis. The null hypothesis, there is no correlation between the student's grammar and writing accuracy scores. And then using SPSS, the step, open the variable view and type grammar and writing in the name column, and then type grammar score and writing accuracy score in the label column, and then move the data view and input the data. Click analyze, correlate, and bivariate, and then move the grammar and writing to the right box, and then tick person and click OK. So this is a SPSS output. Okay, based on the table of SPSS output, we can continue to making interpretation. The coefficient of correlation is 0.950. It means there is a very strong positive correlation between the student's grammar test score and the writing accuracy scores. The high value on student grammar test scores are followed by high value on the writing accuracy scores. And the criteria of the correlation based on the table, it also suggests that the p-value is 0.000, considering that 0.000 is smaller than 0.01. The null hypothesis is rejected.